This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Tonight, if you're here in the city of Chennai, language, caste or creed are no reasons to stop you from picking up your dandiya sticks and go dancing into the night. Meanwhile, at the AIADMK headquarters in Roypeta, the floodlights and the larger-than-life cutouts of Amma have been rolled out for a different celebration altogether. Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed will take us up to speed with what's sparking off at the political pandals this weekend. Good evening, I'm Evelyn Matthew bringing you the news this Saturday night. It's 9 on the clock, which calls for a quick look at our top stories. The ruling DMK's arch rival gears up for the double bonanza in the next 2 days. The stage is all set for Amma to take on the ruling DMK. Meanwhile, Karunanidhi plays the perfect leader, lifting his men's morale ahead of the opposition's showdown in Madurai on Monday. 1,700 cell phone towers in Chennai lacking safety guidelines could be open pillars of death. The city's top cop act staff says licenses are mandatory.
Not regulated. So we'll be taking up this issue with the government.
This big fat festive season, Chennai does not hold back from spending for the best look of the town. Ayudha Puja paints the city in color and celebration. Temples are ringing with prayers and special offerings. The next bling thing for the Chennaites' appetite comes in the form of a luxury watch. The Swiss watchmakers make their grand entry.
Time never stops, so why not have a special watch to look at it?
An artist's expressions comes to the fore after 19 long years. The proud painter who is visually challenged talks exclusively to NDTV Hindu. Wipe out that negative image of a transgender in a film. For the first time in Indian cinema, a Kollywood artist breaks conventions with a love triangle. And 3 cheers to Namma city. Chennai figures in the Forbes list of the world's fastest growing cities. And let's also take a look at the rest of the day's news from other parts of the country. The Indian government draws out a list of 23 officials to be probed for corruption. An end game for Kalmadi and co may be near. Meanwhile, the CAG, the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI steps in. Financial misappropriation, routing of funds and tenders to be examined. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board decides unanimously to appeal against the Ayodhya verdict at the Supreme Court. The Washington Post says Headley's wife warned FBI agents in 2005. The US ambassador says they're looking into the report. And one of India's finest cricketers, Dada, turns a staunch devotee on Durga Puja.
Just been with family, friends, enjoying. There's no time, no work, nothing to worry about. Eat and have fun.
Well, apart from all that glitter and high spirits in the air, political watchers will turn their darshan towards the temple town of Madurai for Jayalalitha's show of strength. But even before that showdown, the party will be celebrating the biggest festival of their own. It is the 39th anniversary of the All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. Jayalalitha is expected to pay floral tributes to her mentor and party founder M.G. Ramachandran. Party workers from different parts of the country are expected to be a part of this grand event. The Queen Bee will be gathering all support to get the golden rule of MGR back in the state. Meanwhile, Amma's arch rival seems to be putting up a brave face. The Chief Minister, Karunanidhi, has cautioned his party workers not to be provoked by the AIADMK. He added that the main opposition party's apprehensions about violence could be a ploy to target DMK cadres. The AIADMK on its part has blamed the ruling DMK on many counts, but workers have been asked by the party chief to maintain peace and order. For now, private educational institutions in the district have apprehended traffic diversions and have declared the day as a holiday. And joining us with more on that story is our reporter Shabir Ahmed, who joins us live from our newsrooms. Shabir, take us through the mood at the AIADMK headquarters. Nothing less of a celebration at this point of time?
Well, Evelyn, the AIADMK party workers across the state are gearing up for the celebrations. In fact, tomorrow it is going to be a big day for the party, and each and every party cadre who has been working for the AIADMK that has been floated by MGR, and in fact many of them, there will be MGR songs all over Tamil Nadu, and they will be party workers who will be thronging to the AIADMK headquarters tomorrow, and in fact emotions will be running high, and this is just a day ahead of Madurai rally, and in fact the Jayalalitha is meeting party workers tomorrow at her party headquarters, so definitely there will be some kind of message for her party headquarters and also for her party men. And also what we do know at this point in time is that Jayalalitha will be addressing a press conference. That is what we have been told by some of her sources in the party, and she will be trying to appeal maintaining peace in Madurai ahead of the rally. In fact, that is something which is important. Chief Minister has also said that it is not only the responsibility for the police to maintain peace and order in the state, it is also the responsibility for political parties.
Right. Thanks very much indeed for that, Shabir. Clearly just a beginning for the AIADMK in terms of the celebrations. Now, moving on to other news. Now, every time you walk out of your house or your apartment, how sure can you be of your safety? After a recent crash of a mobile phone transmission tower on a building in Arepuram, the city police now plans to take this up with the government. Our reporter Salim brings you the risks and the towering problems involved in such situations.
Mobile phone transmission towers in congested North Chennai area. There are 1,700 towers like these across Chennai city, but there are no clear safety guidelines for their installation. The crash of a tower in Arepuram has sparked safety worries now.
I have a feeling this is an area which is not regulated. So we'll be taking up this issue with the government, saying that these towers, wherever they are installed, they need to be regulated or licensed by some agency, and some kind of follow-up should be there for maintaining it.
Mobile phone service providers pay rents up to 25,000 rupees to building owners to base their towers, and the risks from these towers were not studied seriously until now.
இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா சேஃப்டி இல்லாம இருக்கு, மெயின்டெனன்ஸ் இல்லாம இருக்கு. அத பார்க்கணும், சேஃப்டி இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு தெரியல. இப்போ எங்களுக்கு உயிருக்கு என்ன உத்தரவாதம் தெரியாத மாதிரி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. இது ஒரு லெசன் ஃபார் எல்லாருக்குமே. இந்த ஃபியூச்சர்ல இது மாதிரி எங்கேயும் வைக்காம இருக்கிறது நல்லது.
They should not be allowed on the terraces of any building without proper safety measures that should be laid down by the government, which they are not prepared.
Technicians familiar with mobile phone towers say they are not designed to withstand weather conditions and pose serious risks to buildings and people who live or work inside. There are reports that the signals transmitted by the towers pose health risks as well. In Chennai, with reporter Salim, Lokpriya for NDTV Hindu.
On to some news from the districts. Police in Tirunelveli raided a few state-run liquor bars today and seized unaccounted supplies of liquor. 5 bars were raided in the town of Arlangulam after complaints that they were selling after business hours. Police say that they seized illegal supplies of liquor worth around 6 lakh rupees during searches at the bar. That lasted for around 8 hours. 5 people have been taken into custody after those raids. Well, it's time to get you guessing for now, or rather who or what has made its way into the Forbes list this month around. Well, it is Namma Chennai. Yes, the city has figured in the Forbes list of the world's fastest growing cities. Chennai's claim to fame has been the tremendous growth in business and industries that's been generating more than 1 lakh jobs this year. So it's another feather in the cap of Singara Chennai, one of the world's fastest growing metropolises. Well, Well, thumbs up to the city for that. Now, if you thought beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, well, the story coming your way will perhaps give that phrase a whole new meaning altogether. One particular artist from the temple town Madurai and his paintings have captured the rural charm of the beautiful district. Now, after 19 years, the world gets to see his paintings in an exhibition. Here's what makes him unusual.
Writer and painter Manohar Devadas suffered retinitis pigmentosa, a degenerative eye condition. He almost lost his vision. Now, at the age of 74, his paintings, created over the past 30 months, will be on display at the Lakshana Art Gallery in Chennai.
I was born in Goripalayam at Madurai, and from our house was at the very end, and from our house I could see a canal and a long stretch of paddy fields intervened by coconut trees, and then I could see the distant Western Ghats. And during the winter months, the sunset was often glorious.
The paintings capture the charm of temples and scenes of rural Madurai. The money raised by the exhibition will be donated to eye hospitals for the treatment of visually challenged poor people.
I have endowed these two endowments to Sankara and Aravind. To enhance the endowment, I decided I will have a set of watercolors, prepare a set of watercolors and make an exhibition of them, and whatever money comes from it, I will not even deduct the expenses. I wanted to give away the entire amount. And for this, without even soliciting, a Prakriti Foundation, Ranveer, who is doing all kinds of good work, he offered to sponsor the exhibition.
Manohar Devadas's passion at this age is not just inspiration for many differently abled people and others, but a clear message that there is no barrier when it comes to doing what one loves to do. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed Ramanathan for NDTV Hindu.
Still ahead on the show, he may be called the demigod of cricket in Kolkata, but Dada is batting for the Durga Mata this October.